After 120 minutes of end-to-end football, England and Argentina were level at 2-2 in the second-round match at the 1998 World Cup in France. Earlier Michael Owen had scored a wonder goal to announce himself on the world stage, and David Beckham would become public enemy number 1 in England after being sent off. And so it went to a penalty shootout, with Argentina leading 4-3. England midfielder David Batty had to score with final penalty. Enjoy this piece of commentary from ITV in the UK between Brian Moore and Kevin Keegan, Batty's former coach at Newcastle United. Moore: now you know him better than anybody probably. Do you back him to score quickly? Yes. No. Keegan: yes. Moore: and he hasn't. Keegan: no. The exchange would later inspire a podcast on 90s football. From comedian Josh Widdicombe and friends Chris Cull and Michael Marden. We were having lunch one day, just chucking ideas around, and I said, what about a piece of commentary everyone will remember? Skull explains about the story behind the name quickly. Kevin: will he score? On one hand, it's really funny to completely stitch the co-commentator up like that, but it also shows the naivety of that era, how hilarious and weird a time it was. That bit of commentary seems to encapsulate everything we are about. We've since realized that Brian Moore really regretted that. It just underlines how surreal and funny that whole era of football was. To be fair, it wasn't Keegan's only blunder from 1998, during England's game against Romania. He said, there's only one team that can win this now, and that's England. Minutes later, Romania scored the winner. As for Batty, his England teammate Paul Merson years later remembered that he was probably the ideal player to miss the penalty when he missed his penalty in the World Cup. If there's anybody you thought he's gonna miss, make it Dave. Merson told the Quickly Kevin podcast, because he won't give a flying. After the game, it was like, David unlucky mate, and he was like, what? David Beckham's in the dressing room crying because he's been sent off and let everybody down, and David Batty's sitting there getting changed.